We are so back with the Bitcoin, aren't we? We are so back, ain't we? We're at a we're back to a healthy 31 on the Fear and Greed Index and a 70,000 Bitcoin at this moment in time. We're just pumping through the moon. See, when I got into crypto a few years ago, and the reason why I'm a little more focused on money right now is because I don't really want to be. Like, I don't think any of us really want to be paying this much attention to money, but we're in these volatile times and there's like a lot of changes going on. Like, AI it might be transacting in blockchain. I'm going to be careful to say blockchain because I don't necessarily think it ends up being some of the ones that you see on Coin Market Cap right now. I think AI might be they may develop their own coins that they don't even tell anybody about. Could the sleuths figure it out? Yeah, but they could always transfer it to another coin and then another one and then another one. I think we've kind of figured out with like all the meme coin craziness that like you could spin up a new coin fairly easily. I mean, it's not something I've done, but I mean, obviously it's not rocket science. It's a lot of people have done it, so I don't know what would stop the AI from doing the same thing if it wanted to. But I don't know whether this means anything except we're just chopping sideways for a longer time. Look at that market cap. Wow. 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 I don't even know how, I can't even count that high with how many commas there is. That's crazy. 1.4 trillion. Am I reading that right? So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I am going to talk about why I got into looking at this stuff and to begin with. Like as far as putting a YouTube channel talking about money, um, I, I have several different hobbies, but when I go back and look at what I've actually spent the most time listening to like when I'm driving a truck for like 8, 10 hours, whatever. A lot of times I'm listening to financial podcasts. Now, I can't really hold my own with the heavyweights right now. The people who have spent the last 30, 40 years on Wall Street running hedge funds, they go over my head. They talk about shit that I really just don't understand. Stuff. This is a family friendly podcast, me. Right. Okay, I'll make a note of that. We'll try to work on it. Yes, I'm talking to myself because, yeah, I mean, I'm talking to you guys. You're on the camera, but you're not really responding to me in real time at the moment. So I have to talk to myself, okay? Nevertheless, I've spent a lot of time listening to the stuff, and it's like you just want to be making enough money to, pay your bills, buy your groceries. If you can manage to deal with your lifestyle creep in a way that you can still build in savings and investings. We all want, to move up a little bit, right? And so I've spent a lot of time paying attention to money. My most listened to podcasts were crypto and money for the last 5 or 6 years. I got into crypto back around 2020. It was right before Coinbase went public, and so a lot of people were complaining about it back then. And then also having listened to it fairly closely for the last 5 or 6 years, it there's some things that I've noticed, like a lot of your crypto influencers that, and maybe some of them are still around, I don't know, but as far as the specific podcast that I listen to, some of the ones that you would hear from back in 2020, 2021 were more down to earth. They were still talking about stuff I couldn't understand. I mean, I don't know how to do all this, in and out of these different, use a VPN to do, I saw the, what do you call it? The cypherpunk kind of stuff. It's like, how are you using these different exchanges and doing all these different things? They're like, to them, it made sense. To some of you guys, it makes sense. To me, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I can't get that deep into weeds because, I mean, I spend a lot of time driving a truck, so I can't be on the computer all the time playing around. I guess that would just make me retail, but I'm just retail that happens to be paying a lot of attention to what's going on with the markets overall. So that has evolved into now when I listen to some of the same podcasts I've been listening to the whole time, and I don't want to mention a couple of them that I listen to. They're big names, and just over time, it has morphed into more of these older Wall Street guys, and it's a lot of legal talk and big financial topics, and just it's not the back end computer stuff I don't understand. Now it's the high up financial stuff that I don't understand. And I think with a lot of the moves that's going on right now, in our country, in our world, I'm trying to keep an eye on what's going on. We have AI, we have robotics, we have all these different things hitting us from all different sides. There's some overhauling going on with the financial system via blockchain to some degree. There's fights over whether it's going to be used for surveillance or not for surveillance, and some people think crypto's a waste of time. Um, you got to pay attention, and you have to learn who has a pony in which race, right? It doesn't take long to see who's got a bag in gold because they're preaching gold and talking down Bitcoin, and then the vice versa. Same thing, people that own Bitcoin. I think just own a little bit of each. Maybe I'm naive, but depending on where you hold your money at, like if you have a little bit here and a little bit there, they're kind of going to fluctuate at this point in time. Where we're at right now, it's just they're not perfect. There's no one perfect horse. It moves from here to here to here. Some of them are repetitive. Gold just has been on a big tear in the last year, and silver sort of tried to go along with it. And my silver, I've got physical silver, and it's up, but I'm learning it's not up in the way that you would have necessarily expected it to. It's difficult to call silver a commodity right now. I mean, it is a commodity by definition, but not in the same way that gold is. Like, it's a different kind of store of value. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of ranting right now, and it's because it is Saturday evening. I should have been in bed a while ago, but I mean, I do have to work tonight. But as it is, I couldn't sleep, and I really wanted to get a video up, and so here's the video I'm putting up, and that's just where I'm at right now. And I may even stop this one and record another one. You never know. I'm crazy like that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later on. Thanks for watching.